Hi, and welcome to Astral Messages. My name is Angela, and I'll be bringing through guided messages for the sign of Aquarius today. Thank you for being here. These messages are for the collective, so I encourage you to tap into your intuition during these reads and to discern what resonates for you and your personal journey. If this reading resonates, please like, comment, and subscribe. All right, let's begin. We'll get some oracle messages out first. Strongest energies, please, Spirit, for the sign of Aquarius for the month of August. Please and thank you. Strongest energies. Okay, we'll get some more out. Strongest energies, please, for the sign of Aquarius. Thank you. Okay, we have number 29, breathe, and number 2, yin. So to me, these are both very feminine energies, so divine feminine energies. Cards of rest, calm, peace, nurture. So let's have a look what else we have. I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Interesting. And big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Okay. So this feels like a remembering, and I feel like it may be a return to your divine feminine energy. To your higher self. Yeah, remembering your higher self, tapping into that divine feminine energy. It's coming through very strongly. Okay, so let's get your Celtic cross out so we can get more detail for the sign of Aquarius, please, Spirit, for the month of August. Okay, please and thank you. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So this is movement, of having two knights, moving with passion and love. So there's that inspired ideas, but you're doing it with compassion within that feminine energy. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look at your current energy. The Ace of Cups. Wow. Is that self-love? Emotion? It's interesting. I'm seeing basin with water, the basin with water. I mean, Aquarius, you are the bearer of water. So that's interesting. You are in your energy. With that moon there too, full moon. Is there a full moon in Aquarius? Potentially. Let's have a look at your challenge. The Five of Pentacles. This feeling of left out in the cold, abandonment, I'm getting. Lack, loss. Interesting. Okay. Now, what's in your awareness? 5 of Wands. So this is very conflicting energies, maybe arguments, fighting. 5-5 here. So you are potentially going through some change. Let's see what you don't see. 8 of Pentacles. Work. Work, 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 work. So there may be some work coming up to move into this peaceful energy, because this is not peaceful energy. This is very peaceful energy. So that's interesting. Soul plan. You feel called to read from the book with that one as well, but we'll do that in a minute. What's influencing in this? The 3 of Swords. Ouch. With all this energy here too, there's a bit of pain. I'm getting abandonment, but loss, especially with the 5 of Pentacles. Getting anguish. There's a lot of pain there. Okay, what's in the future energy? The 3 of Pentacles. So we've got 2 cards of working, but there's also this, particularly with this particular card, it is a card of collaboration, but as you can see, this person's working on shedding the layers, because this is the divine feminine energy, and sometimes we don't feel safe to be in that energy, and we're in a very competitive, aggressive energy, because it's coming from a space of lack, where once we kind of shed all that, we reveal this masterpiece underneath. So there's a bit of work here, which is interesting. Let's see what's coming towards you. The Star, Aquarius energy, beautiful. And this is an energy of wish fulfillment, but strongly within this reading, healing. Strong healing is coming towards you here, which, yeah, okay. Interesting. Hence that work. I think there's a lot of inner work that potentially is coming up. Your advice, the Judgment. Judgment is a decision, a judgment call. It is also a resurrection of self, your higher self coming to life, I'm getting. It's also following your calling, following that inner light. Okay, and what's your potential outcome here? 6 of Wands, beautiful. This is victory. This is recognition. I feel like you may be recognizing the divine feminine, the softer side of yourself, Aquarius. Okay. Now let's get some clarifiers out so we can dive a little deeper here. Okay, just before I do that, I want to grab the... Okay, so I want to just grab, found blurb for this card. I remember, I feel you need to hear the message. There was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of the life you're living right now, when you plotted out these exact moments along the timeline of your life. We live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through saying yes. The fated life is the one we were born into. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses, and it takes courage and faith. If you pull this card, it's because you're likely now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny life over the fated life, to trust the path your soul is calling you toward, and to remember that this moment was prearranged on your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment when you're being called to make a decision. You're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. Interesting. And I feel like this is where maybe you're fated is your current circumstances, that feel maybe a little bit heavy, but your destined is this beautiful one, and it's the choices that we make. And this is the decision in your guidance here. Okay, so let's dive a little deeper and get some clarity on these cards. For the sign of Aquarius, please, can we have a look at the Ace of Cups, please? Please and thank you. The Ten of Pentacles, beautiful at the bottom of the deck. And we have the Lovers. So again, it's interesting. I just read that guidance from the book, and it was about choice, a decision. A choice to follow your destined life. And there's that Ten of Pentacles, right? That's that happily ever after, whatever that looks like for you. One of stability and abundance. And it's following that heart, that emotion. Your inspired ideas will lead you to this new life. And it is about going within and embracing that divine feminine energy. Maybe you've been in a really masculine energy, fighting. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look at the Five of Pentacles being in your challenge position. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is something that you're holding on to. This may be a sense of lack, victim mentality I'm hearing as well, especially if there's been pain in the past, maybe old beliefs. But there is a decision coming in with the Two of Swords and the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is communication, but a new passionate beginning. And we have to choose this path. Do we want to choose what life has handed us, or do we want to choose what we could create with this inspired ideas? Fated life versus the destiny life. Okay, so maybe you're holding on to that lack or victim mentality from past experiences. So let's have a look in your focus here with the Five of Wands. We have the Moon at the bottom of the deck, so this could be quite emotional for you at this, and it kind of feels it with this energy. We also have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So this is about that stability. This can be about stability within self. This could be financial stability, but it's also taking action to, I want to say, heal too, with the Four of Swords at the bottom. To heal this resistance to peace. Maybe you're feeling a lot of discord within, but there's this action to do the work with the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles to heal this this energy of pain, sorrow, lack, victim mentality. There's a lot going on. And sometimes when we have so much painful experiences in our lives, we can get trapped and thinking, well, this is going to be my life. It always happens to me, and it's so easy to get stuck there. But we can shed that away, and we can follow our intuition, and start, really, because I feel like with the Ace of Cups here, you are beginning to nurture that self and soften. I keep on hearing soften to self-love. Okay, let's have a look at this Three of Swords, which is influencing this. It's a bit of pain. Clarify the Three of Swords for Aquarius, please. So there's the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and we have the Empress. This is beautiful energy. This is the energy of Mother. But this is that divine feminine. Interesting. So maybe there with people, places, things, situations, environments that really broke with this Three of Swords, that nurturing, soft energy within self. And it's kind of, it hardens the heart, right? And Spirit is calling you back into that feminine, nurturing energy where there is abundance, not lack. With the Eight of Wands, there's obviously this movement from this pain into abundance as well. I'm getting there's a bit of travel, the distance. Maybe distance has caused pain. But there is movement. There's movement here, a shift, moving away from that pain, softening back into that divine feminine, the Empress energy there. 3-3 as well. You may be seeing. Okay, let's have a look at this Eight of Pentacles, what you don't see. The sign of Aquarius, please. The Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is that divine, nurturing, feminine energy. There it is. The Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Justice, and the Ten of Pentacles. Nice. So I feel like this is a balancing of energies within. So your divine masculine and feminine, especially if the masculine has kind of taken over based off of this pain. You've not felt safe to be in your feminine energy. So there's that guarded, protective energy. And so now there's that balancing out, and it's working on balancing those energies out with the Eight of Pentacles, and it's choosing this new energy to operate from and to create that life that you've always wanted. That Ten of Pentacles, that abundance, and abundance not just in financial sense. Maybe that is something that's come through here, but abundance of love, of joy, of passion, of peace, abundance of peace, because it yin and breathe. So what you don't see is that you're doing the work, you are healing, because on its way to you is the Star. So let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at the Star, please. Spirit, the sign of Aquarius. Yes. So we have the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So you are moving towards calmer waters. What was I saying? This is such a calming, peaceful energy. And it doesn't feel, it could be externally as well for you, but this feels calm and peace within, with the Hermit clarifying the Star. So this could be your wish fulfillment, having that peace within. But this is also healing that light within, nurturing that divine feminine energy, regardless of your gender. We all have feminine and masculine within us. And it is just this beautiful moving away from this hostile, harsh energies that have been created purely for your survival if you've gone through this pain in the past. But it's now time to move away from that. Because underneath that is that Seven of Swords. It's very guarded energy, always ready to fight almost, because maybe that's what you've experienced in this lifetime. But you're moving away from that now, which is beautiful energy. Let's have a look at Judgment and your advice. Beautiful. You have the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That to me is investing in self, particularly within this read. So this is, Judgment is answering that inner call and making that decision to invest in self. But it's also deciding and choosing to tame that ego. The lion represents the ego, the mind, the thoughts that keep us in a lack and aggressive and fear mentality. And it's now healing that, moving away from it and deciding that that's no longer the way that you wish to operate, which is beautiful. Okay, let's have a look at the Six of Wands and your potential outcome. Please and thank you, Spirit. Nice. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And this is clarified by the Queen of Wands, which landed also in the future energies of the Three of Pentacles. So with these two work cards, I'm getting the message from Spirit that this is an action card. So if you do the work, you take the action to heal from this past pain, to clear away the mentality of this is as good as it's going to get and I don't like it type. That's what I'm kind of feeling with this energy, and remembering that your higher self, this thing that we're peeling away the layers that have hardened our hearts. See, this is our protection from whatever's hurt us in the past. We've created this protection and we're clearing away that. So this beautiful creation of, it's not a creation because you're always in there. So it's a remembrance of going, see, I remember, a remembrance of who you are at your core, this beautiful energy. So if you do the work, it will be victorious with the Six of Wands. You will recognize this part of you, this peaceful, loving, nurturing energy that is you. And then you'll see and have that clarity, that vision. And it's making that decision to walk that path too and taking the action to heal. Okay, let's have a look at the Three of Pentacles and your future energy. Please and thank you, Spirit. Nice. Yes. I love it. Yay. With the World at the bottom of the deck. Yes. This is a new cycle. This is a new you. And we were saying, coming back to that divine feminine, that loving, nurturing part of self, which is the Empress, the divine feminine herself, an abundance of love for self and for others, for life. And doing this work reveals, as remember we're saying, we're peeling back all the harshness that the world has given us, and we are revealing the part that's always lived within us, that beautiful, nurturing Empress. I love this for you, Aquarius. I am sending you much love, light, and insight, and I'll see you next time.